It's time for Showbiz, and Miss Shi is here to tell us what's all the gossip.
Hello. So we've got Stonebwoy, who was the only Ghanaian at Sumfest in Jamaica. The interviewer, in an interview I watched, the interviewer said he's the second, but Stonebwoy said he's the third African to have been there, besides Two-Face Idibia, who was there first, and Patu Rankin. So here's Stonebwoy all the way from Jamaica sharing his experience.
Yeah, because I just come off as Sasko went on. Yeah, it's an honor, you know what I mean? We've been doing this reggae dance, Afrobeat thing, music journal for a while. Yeah, and you can only keep growing and keep moving into a proper space. You know what I mean? And when I say proper space, I mean a space like Sumfest. Right. I mean officially, I'm the first Ghanaian artist to be on the stage, and probably the third or fourth African artist. So you should know. I believe you're the second. I believe Patu Rankin was the first one. But I feel like Two-Face Idibia probably gone, years gone. So if they say second is Iraq, them say.
Alright, so it's a big deal, but back here in Ghana, Shatta Wale is releasing Your Amount. Have you heard the song?
No.
Okay, there's a song, Your Amount. I don't know why people are not playing Your Amount.
What?
Your Amount.
Your amount.
How much be your amount?
Or probably how much they pay you for a show.
I don't know. Only Shatta understands your amount, and he's been flaunting money all over his page as usual. So I guess how much?
It probably could have something to do with that. I think how much you're paid for your show. So if you're paid very little, then you know it could be a diss song.
Well, you are saying so, but I hear Xylophone says that he's the biggest artist, so that means that there's still hope for Shatta Wale.
Or otherwise, it could also mean how much you're signing on fee.
Well, maybe now that we know that he's the biggest artist, perhaps his money was, you know.
So maybe I got $1 million. How much? How much? 100,000.
So how much be your amount? That's the song he's released now. And you know that after the group Praye came together, performed at the Ghana Music Awards event, we haven't heard anything from them. Well, they said they're recording, and they claim, okay, so this is just one member and his wife. You know how they used to say that it's the wives who aren't giving room for them to come back. So okay, so here's Praye and his wife speaking about the group.
We're almost even dropping, you know, as of last week, but I don't know if you heard, Praye lost the mom, and so we had to pause and, you know, mourn the mom and then give her a befitting burial. So that's what, you know, distorted our calendar a bit, but we're on track. Everything is in place. We're under the management of Kiki, EKB Productions. If people don't know, I'm saying it here first. We're under the management of Kiki Banson. We've gone back to our old manager. so we are ready to take Ghana by storm. You know, Ghanaians have missed us. We're here to feed them with what they know us, you know, to be doing best. And trust me, the first single is going to be a starter. Trust me, there's a lot coming up.
Now, it's been good news ever since you mounted the Ghana Music Awards stage. Yeah. How do you feel now that you three are back together? What is the feeling? Is it like before? Has anything changed?
Well, the only thing that I feel that has changed was we've matured. You know, unlike before, we used to stay together in the same house. It was a boys kind of thing. Now we're married. We have, you know, diverse advice and, you know, from our wives and all. You know, so the maturity is being reflected in our compositions, even the way we behave when we're in the studios and all. A lot has changed, but it's for the good. You know, when you grow for good. You know, you don't grow for the worst.
You think that was what was lacking initially?
Well, I think yes. In other words, it depends, because you know when we used to stay together in the same house, I would say we were young. So when you're growing, you mature and you learn from other mistakes you've done in the past and you better it. So I would say now we're in a good place.
I'm sure you're happy, wifey.
Oh yeah, very much excited, of course.
For Praye?
Yeah, for Praye.
Okay, because always we hear that the wives, you know, are the issues and all that. So if I'm asking the wife, I need to know whether you're excited that these three are back together.
I mean, when I met him, he was Praye, and I loved him for that. I'm a huge fan of Praye. So why won't I want Praye to be Praye? I mean, for the rest of our lives. And he will be a legend forever.
Okay, so that's
like that.
Mrs. Fiao speaking
Yeah,
about her
Mrs.
husband.
Fiao,
So, yes. So the group Praye intact, and we can't wait.
A legendary husband.
I tell you,
Like
Charlie. I salute. Anyway, so Grant Morgan is in town, and you know that he's an ambassador for Panafest. And last year he was made ambassador for Panafest. A year on, we want to know what impact is actually made in this position. And now he's home for Ghana meet Jamaica, some homecoming thing. So we want to understand how his influence, his Panafest role, what impact is made with that role.
I don't think we're losing this ground because good seed has been sown. You know, even the Rastaman within Africa and within Ghana have been sowing that seed for years. You know, big up Brother Jacko and man like that, and Black Santino and people like that has hold that component of Africa. But it's I wouldn't say we've lost our way and our that Pan-Africanism. It's just, you know, we're just distracted, you know. A lot of social media and lost our way, and there's a lot of distractions in life that we didn't have 20 years ago, you know. And then people have babies, you know. I know you probably plan to make more babies, so people are making babies. So sometimes we get caught up in the rapture of life, but all we have to do is refocus, and if we refocus, the journey will continue.
Okay, so let's talk about this tweet that's taken everyone by surprise. It's not like we never thought that he would tweet about Manifesto, but Sarkodie posted this. You know, Manifest has a song titled Azuma Blue, and I think Sarkodie just listened, and he's fascinated by what he heard, and decided to call on others to go listen. So here's the post.
Okay, it's Azuma Flow.
Azuma Flow, sorry.
Okay, so Manifest Azuma Nelson Flow. Well, he's directing people to go to the YouTube link to check it out. My man always come through with them dope visuals. Love this. Okay, so if he talks about dope visuals,
he didn't talk about rap, so he still doesn't want to say that, you know.
Okay,
that's
so he comes out with
dope visuals.
He hasn't said so much about the song. No,
the visuals are great, but he won't accept or say or tell us if the rap is
okay. So Manifest also comes like Obidinie.
No. So that settles it. But this is good. It's good for show business. At least you know that, you know, the fight, if there is any, is lyrical, and it has to do with
is that what it
is?
Is that the track?
Yes, that's Azuma Flow.
Okay, so let's
that's Azuma Flow. Okay, so just to let you know also that Azuma says that this is one of his greatest art, his Manifest. So it means that it's worked perfectly, and congratulations to Azuma Flow by Manifest, and then also to Azuma now that he's...
I need to go listen to it.
Yes, you need to. There's a lot. Have you listened to Hope yet?
Yeah, you keep on telling me.
I keep on telling you about Hope. Anyway, so check that out. Check Azuma Flow out, and check the remix of Kwame Eugene's Wish Me Well.
Okay, so next time I'm going to be asking you what's your top 10 tracks, so then I get to know. Yeah, I get to know. It becomes a hit list. If you recommend them.
Please,
If you recommend
please,
them, then it becomes a hit.
I don't want to I beg you. Thank you for having me, Israel.
All right, thank you to Ms. G. We're taking it.